It was glue!
Semi-transparent glass.
This game has such sick visuals. I love just looking at this game.
Blue?
Which is really important for a visual novel, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because depending on what kind of thing you're in the mood for, you could probably get pretty boring if it's not like aesthetically like
And I could smell workshop
pleasing and
chemicals the moment I
interesting
put
and
it in
changing
my
a
mouth.
lot.
Based on
Yeah,
that,
I just straight up ate
I'm
glue.
certain it
What
was
about
glue.
it? The next one is super fancy, like the next game. Because I'm excited about that, if that's what you mean.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
No, Chiaki's just a little wild.
Only applied to the areas where
As
both
we have
doors
mentioned
touch.
before, one collective brain cell is shared between these 16 students. 15 students, whatever it is.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Okay,
And thanks to that,
makes sense.
a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
You like the presentation of the next one the best? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I can't wait to play it. I'm excited. Okay.
If you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Would
It
you?
doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
But it was, right? But it was, right? Didn't we have to break down the door as a collective group?
What'd you say?
First of all,
The ultimate
didn't
glue
that
taster.
drumstick
Yeah,
be done
ultimate
to
chemical
really
eater.
obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
So, but then what was...
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Right, it wasn't on the inside, but... Was she... Did I misunderstand? Wasn't she saying that the door just wasn't locked at all? And that the glue... But that the glue wouldn't have been enough? Because it definitely was...
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Yeah, no, that was a trap. I get that.
Apologize
It
to
seems
Miss
like they
Sonia.
glued it.
And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better
Monomy,
to
I
just
swear
have
to
no
fucking...
sides at
How...
all.
Just... You're not being helpful. Shut up.
So,
You know
during the 2
everything.
minutes
If you wanted to be
Hajime
helpful,
left
you
the
could
venue,
literally just tell
the
us,
killer
but no.
murdered
You're gonna keep
Hiyoko
secrets.
and created a closed space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Oh, she was just saying that they didn't need to be doing it from the inside of the venue. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that makes sense. They broke a drumstick in half, threw it on the ground in front of the door on the inside to make it look like that was what was being used, so that it seemed like the killer was inside. And so they used the glue from the outside. So it was somebody who... I mean, why would you do that unless you thought you had an alibi that you were with someone else, right? Because then they would be able to be like, no, they weren't inside the venue, they were with me. The only person who that really lines up with right now is Fuyuhiko,
Even quick work has limits.
because or Mikan, I guess, but I don't think Mikan would. I don't think Mikan is like physically capable.
What unimaginable speed.
She doesn't seem like she would even be capable of keeping a secret.
If they couldn't
guilt
have
would
done
eat
it
her
while
up.
Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time.
Yeah, I think they were
when
already. I think they
Hyoko
were
was
both
actually
already
killed
dead
earlier.
when Hajime got that video transmission.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Oh. What does that have to do with anything?
Paper.
Explain.
Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
I should be able to figure out what it is. Close this as imagine just standing in an actual courtroom, close your eyes, clench your fists at your side, astral project for a few minutes to figure out what's going on. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? Catch, release, explode. Okay, triangle is to send it to the word, so we're just gonna... Nope, it's not a P. He really is just astral projecting. It's true. Okay. It's not a W. I mean, it's not an L. Is it a W? It is a W. Ooh, WAP. Fuck, get out of the way. No. Oh, that was silly. Trying to get them all out of the way of each other. Stop it. R? Would R have anything to do with it? Rapper? No. Do not collide, please. Unless, can the same letters collide and it's not a problem? Feels like it would be a problem. Wow. WAP. No, damn it. War. What's the question? What was the ripped piece of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting? Wait. It was not. It wasn't. Oh, wallpaper. My brain kept wanting to say like wrapping. It's wallpaper. Oh god. Oh god. This is too much. I need another L. Where's the L? Oh god. Oh, it's gone. Whoa. No, fuck. Oh, it's too much. It's so much to keep going. Wallpaper. Oh my god. It's so much to keep track of, you guys. Wallpaper. No, get out of here. Up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no! My screen just shut off at the worst time. I have this sound bar. I think I can't remember if I've told you guys this. Hashime's just in another realm trying to learn how to spell. I have this sound bar that likes to just turn on and off at random intervals, whether we're watching TV or like even while the TV's off. And when it turns off or on, the whole screen shuts off. And then sometimes if it turns off accidentally, it like detects that it's not supposed to be off. So the whole screen goes off. It figures out it's supposed to be on. It turns itself back on, and then the whole screen goes off again. So, you know, technology. It's 2021. It's really nice. Yeah, great feature. We probably paid extra for that, or the person who bought that for us as a gift paid extra for that. That's crap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
In the music venue storage room.
This would be how I go out in Danganronpa. Couldn't spell. Straight up failed the spelling bee. Now I'm murdered on Murder Island.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
Yes, but I'm still not understanding.
Right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper.
Uh-huh.
See? It fits perfectly.
Okay.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
So it looks like they wrapped up those little pillars, right? Those big pillars? And
what's
maybe...
wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important.
Oh my god, Nagito, please. Now is not the time for self-hatred.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Oh, he kills me. That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? He really is so patronizing. It's kind of hilarious, though. No. If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Should it? Mel, they did it as a gift, you're right. They were like, you know who's gonna love this? The main character. They're gonna be all the fuck about this. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive. What the hell is this one? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. This game is so insane. Alright, hold on. Accelerate, brake, jump. Alright. Oops. It's a little counterintuitive that triangle is the jump button. Oh my god, please just let me go. Okay, there we go. I have to hold X with my thumb and use my index finger to hit triangle at the same time. Really an event. Damn, we really are just like, this is just for fun, huh? Just wanted to add something exciting visually and otherwise. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was brought there, it was hidden. I'm gonna go with it was hidden. Did they just highlight the correct answer in blue? Is that allowed? Oh god. Okay. Jesus. Alright. They're really just activating all parts of your brain right now. Like a bad Sonic game. This does remind... What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. It really does remind me of those weird little bonus levels you get in, like, super old Sonic games. And in, like... I think they have it in Sonic Heroes also. Which I loved fondly as a child because I didn't know that you could just hate a video game. So as frustrated as I would get at Sonic Heroes, I still loved it because I love Sonic and I'll just love anything that's Sonic. Anyway, they definitely had those weird little tunnel-like bonus levels where you had to collect all those little balls. How'd the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They formed a wall. I actually would have said, yeah, I instinctively went to the right because of the blue, but I think they covered the pillar. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I can't believe I went back on my own word. Here we go. Woo! They hid her body with wallpaper. They covered the pillar.
It's all coming together.
But wouldn't... Okay. I'll just wait. I'll be patient.
Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Okay.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
I need to see a picture of the pillar, please.
By wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
That's true. It does look a little bigger than the one on the left, and the one on the left has a bunch of tears on it.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time. I mean, it makes sense that you.
That's true, and you're not really gonna be looking other places when you see a dead body like that. Kind of fixated, you know.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
It does look like it would take a fuck ton of time and effort. How would you be able to wrap it up all the way at the top? And also, how would you be able to keep it so that it was just one big shape all the way up and not just a big bump where Hyoko's body was?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that.
Bye, Mom, I love you!
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left.
That's true, they probably had a lot of time if they planned this out and everybody was already dead and they hadn't called anyone to action yet to come show up at the venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Okay.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off, since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
I guess all they would have to do is take the wallpaper down before Hajime came back. So then what? So now the next thing to figure out is what's the point of trying to fuck with the timeline?
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage.
My
It's
instinct
not that
is
big a deal.
that they wanted to make it seem like it would take too long for something like how Fuyuhiko keeps saying that he was only separate from Mikan for just a few minutes, so then it would be like, oh, there's not nearly enough time for him to do that. But if he already did this stuff beforehand, then it would be plenty of time for him to just
When
rip
was
down
Hiyoko actually killed?
some wallpaper.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
I love it. I love the intensity.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
That's true, or they could have been trying to set up a plot line of like Hiyoko. Yeah, exactly. Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then herself. Right. Oh, but but that would have been, well, that wouldn't have worked either, right? Even if they were just trying to trick everyone, because we found Ibuki's body first, and then when we came back, Hiyoko's body was there. So it would have to mean that someone else taped her up, even though Ibuki killed her.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You were basically the only other character in it.
Who eats mothballs?
True, maybe Nagito would help, right? Because he keeps begging to be an accomplice this whole time. You're right. That's a good point.
Mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Me too. But I don't like you right now, so I don't want to share common interests with you.
It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting
What a
taped
fucked up
after her
concept.
death
Like, they just took
matches
Wizard
the
of
lion's
Oz
death.
and made it more upsetting.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the
Yeah,
movie.
what a boring killer.
Although
Just
the
straight up took the
mutilated
movie
Tin
we just
Man
watched.
was omitted.
First one was the video game, now it's the movie.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
I mean, at least the video game had a motive, right? Because Fuyuhiko figured out they killed his sister. But then, what's the point of copying the movie?
I see.
To mix up the killing order, right?
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Yeah.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
If you're going to cry and beg like that,
What?
then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Gundam, no one was crying and
not
begging
even
you.
crying.
Yeah, and Chiaki's like the last person to do
I'll let you
She's not
solve
even
as
prideful,
much as you
she's
want
just
later.
kinda
Just hurry up and
monotone.
tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
that. Yeah.
Oh,
And you know if
I see.
Soda calls you a
You
jerk,
want
it's
me
pretty
to
bad.
explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
Hell yeah,
right?
Chiaki, put him in his place.
Even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Is
Look,
jerk even in Gundam's
Ibuki died
vocabulary?
because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
Her slippers got bloody.
Since Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed, that would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the silk.
You're not helping, Gundam.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Oh, Gundam, you're not helping, bud. You're making things worse, I'm gonna be honest.
Man, he's being annoying.
Yeah, I also love him anyway. I do love the man, I will say.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Well, he might have a point, though, because there was blood on the bottom of her slippers. So if... yeah, okay, I could see it going either way. Okay, let me see.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
How can you even claim to know what the fuck you're talking about if you're not a psychic? I refuse to accept anything you have to say unless you prove to me you're psychic. Where the fuck is Hiro?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
She's right.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Because, I mean, if she... Maybe she just didn't witness Hiyoko getting killed. Maybe she just stepped on her blood after she was killed, though. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Alright. I like the way this is playing out. I feel like we're putting the pieces together. I'm gonna stick with Blood on the Souls first, Blood on the Dance Floor, and I want to see what... I am going to just let this kind of play through. I think it's kind of built that way.
On the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
No.
If her feet were on the floor,
Uh-huh.
was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yeah, the blood.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
No, that's the other weird
Maybe
thing.
her feet were on the floor.
But why would
she was
her...
like sitting or something.
Sure. But how would her...
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Okay, well there's not, so stop talking about...
Weak, I say.
Okay. Ah, shit.
It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna say the feet on the floor. Well, there was a... Chiaki said Ibuki was still sitting when Hiyoko was killed, but is that really true?
When Hiyoko died,
Alright, hold on.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Ah, I
I
should
am
have known.
telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
No.
If her feet were on, was there
Hey,
any sign she
Elmitch!
put
Oh,
her
it's so good to
Maybe
see
her feet
you.
were, but she was, like,
Welcome.
sitting. So instead, there'd be
Weak.
It doesn't
I have
even
terrible
pierce my
news for
heart.
you. Nekomaru almost died trying to save Akane when she was fighting Monokuma. But as far as we know, he's not dead. He's just in the hospital or something. But we can't see him. So I'm really sorry to tell you that. I know that's your boy. All right.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Oh, that wasn't right. Ibuki was still standing. Okay, for sure. Yeah, not dead, supposedly.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
None of these really... None of these... The Blood on the Souls is the only one that really makes a lot of sense to me. Ibuki and Hiyoko both died. Can I absorb that? I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I can't. Okay. Alright.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe
Alright,
her
so I
feet
just have
were
to
on the floor.
try something else.
That she was like sitting or something.
Maybe the stepladder? Because
So
there was
instead,
blood on the
there'd be a mark
stepladder?
on her ass.
Weak, I say. It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Okay.
When
I'm gonna
Hiyoko
try the
died,
stepladder.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Nope. Nekomaru's the one who I was just saying is apparently in the hospital, but we haven't seen him, so we don't know if he's still alive or not, and Monokuma won't tell us. So we don't know. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to
Missing in
present your
action,
evidence.
Palmia. Where...
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor,
Can I agree with... I guess...
was there any sign she stepped on something?
That one. No, shit. I hit the wrong button, but I think it worked anyway. Right, the gold is when you disagree and blue is when you agree. I know that much, but I don't know if we can actually agree with anything anyone's saying. Like, I don't know if that's the correct answer, I guess is the thing I'm saying. Can't, not at the candle, blood on the souls, motel room key.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
We just tried stepladder
If
on
her
this
feet
one.
were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
It's not the scrap-a-thick
Maybe her feet
paper.
were on the floor.
I tried stepladder and
she was, like, sitting
what do
or
you call it?
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Okay, that's not it. Damn it, I hit the wrong thing.
Weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Motel room key? No. Alright, hold on. I gotta fucking think this through. Hold on. I thought I tried Blood on the Souls with agreeing with Sonia. Did I not do that? Alright, I'm gonna try it. Worst that happens is we die and we literally just start this one process over. It's not a big deal.
Feet were on the floor.
No biggie. Let's try it.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
I didn't. Okay, thank you. I thought I did. That would
Her
explain
feet
why I was
were
so
on the
confused.
floor. Was there any sign she stepped on something?
Oh my god, thank you guys. I would have just sat here for the next, like, hour being like, I don't understand. I really thought I tried that before I tried the fucking, the stepladder one. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. Teamwork, you're right, that was the point. That's what we're here for, to work together.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Good point.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only
Probably,
wound was
right?
a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki
Yeah,
stepped on her
faint
blood,
bloodstains, it's like fucking glowing under a UV light.
Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
Does it? Because if she was standing, okay, well, whatever.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
That's all that matters. That makes sense. That's all that matters.
The power of the evil eye.
Oh, Gundam, why are we arguing? I don't understand why this doesn't make sense to you, bud.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of
Please don't mock me.
Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
What are you trying to say?
Does
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? I love Gundam's mocking normie voice. You're right, Gundam wants to be the protagonist so bad.
If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you
Stop,
know.
stop. Licking the couch again. Hajime's like, okay.
You're so
Are we all gonna
frightened,
just entertain
you can't
this?
even
Okay, I
make a
guess.
sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction
Main character
starts now.
energy.
You better entertain me to the fullest.
It's true, he's a little bit more interesting than Hajime, huh? Oh. I know, Gundam does rant. Alright, this is the one where we fucking slice stuff, right? Oh god, this one's so hard for me. Slash... Okay, with the left one. Overturn. Fire truth. Jesus. God. This is incredible. I cannot believe how much... You go from doing, like, nothing for, like, 4 hours to just, like, back to back to back. Just fucking figure it out. Slash, overturn, fire truth blade.
Saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh, I know this one.
There. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
I know this one. Wait, let me do it again. Oh god. Oh, fuck. Just a little bit more and I can draw something out next time.
The blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Boom.
Allow me to cut through those words.
War of Swords, no homo. War of Swords, parentheses,
The reason there was
homoerotic.
no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
It's that's exactly it, Sarah. It literally goes from 2 hours of reading a book and taking care of a Tamagotchi to playing every genre of video game at once. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterwards.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Oh, but we do, my friend.
I do.
Yes, I do. I love these voice actors.
There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Oh, could you imagine if they had a Just Dance part in this game? You gotta fucking get up and like dance, like the you know, you gotta dance to like what kind of songs do they have in Just Dance? You gotta dance to Party in the USA, to fucking to prove your point. No, you're wrong. While you're like doing the Running Man, when the killer tried to hide Yoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
Okay.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Can't believe they didn't see your little
Even
slippies.
if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yeah, then you would definitely know
Plus,
something was up.
Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue,
Nailed
so
it,
would screw with
Soda.
Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't
Crucial,
mentioned in the
apparently.
file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Yoko was killed before Ibuki.
I accept that. I take that.
It is wiser to retreat for now.
You know, at least he can admit when he's wrong.
But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Okay, maybe he doesn't get it.
Shut up and back off.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, it seems there are several different
same as
conflicting,
always.
confusing
You have to
factors
vote for who the
as we
killer
move
is.
forward. I understand that, but
A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all.
okay, but
Yourself.
then there would be two different killers, and he admitted that there was only one killer, so Ibuki definitely did not kill herself. Because there's no way she could have
that means
killed
there's no blackened
Hiyoko.
to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Because you're obnoxious.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
He's about to open up a very important
I understand
point.
Hyoko's dead.
That for some reason no one has
Wondering
brought up
if
until
Ibuki
now.
was really murdered.
Alright, and we're gonna call it there. Wowza. Wow, what a trip. I'm glad that we finally made it to the class trial. This is an important one to me. I need to see how this plays out. I need to avenge our dearest Ibuki. And, I guess Hiyoko too or whatever. But yeah, 5 more hours, Mom! Yeah, that's how I feel too. I could literally play this game for the rest of the night. But Steven's waiting outside in the car, so he doesn't come in and Rocky runs off the couch and re-breaks his leg and pulls all the cables out and all that fun stuff. So yeah, no vengeance today. Womp womp. I love y'all. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe and tell me about how I can learn new ways to avenge my dearest Ibuki, because my heart's broken. If you're watching on Twitch and you don't already follow or sub, please feel free to do so. We do this every week. Every Thursday, we play Danganronpa 2, and every Monday, we play Stardew, and we'll be adding some new games soon. Once we get this desktop computer situation going, so hopefully that'll be soon, and we'll get some different stuff going. Or maybe even before that. Maybe we'll pause Stardew for a little while, and we'll come back to that at a later time, and maybe we'll start something new, because I'm kind of itching to start a new game. Either way, I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out. I've been looking forward to this all week, and I'll be looking forward to it again all this next week until we finish this, because I'm very invested. And who knows, fuck it, let's just play the next Danganronpa right after it. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.